Getting ready for today's therapeutic yoga stretch class. Have a strap handy, maybe some blocks. Getting comfortably seated. Trying to get the spine to lengthen, crown to the sky. Don't worry about your knees. You can cross the legs, Sukhasana, easy sitting pose, legs a little bit further out. If you want to bring them in tight, that's okay too. If you're not comfortable, you can prop the legs up. If you want to go a little deeper, a modification of Siddhasana, ankle, groin. Also sitting on the heels. It's a great way to start off the day. If you're crossing the legs, it's nice to sit on something, a block, a blanket, a cushion, sit on the front half. Allow the pelvis to rotate forward, lengthening the spine, crown to the sky. Resting the hands on the thighs or ankles, traditionally palms down going inside or palms up connecting to the people or world around you. You decide what you want to focus on today. Maybe adding an energetic circuit, Yana Mudra. Okay symbol works both down and up. Closing the eyes. And just letting go. Letting go of the day. Letting go of the week. Being here on the mat, practicing non-judgmental self-awareness. Being aware of the body, the breath, and the mind without judgment. And with that awareness, start to notice the breath. As you inhale, expanding the belly, expanding the ribs, expanding the chest. 3-part Dirga breath. Exhale, squeezing in the chest, the ribs, pulling the belly in towards the spine. Inhale, expanding the belly, expanding the ribs, expanding the chest. Exhale, squeezing in the chest, the ribs, pulling the belly in towards the spine. Inhale, expanding. Exhale, contracting. Breathing in and out. As you inhale and exhale. And slowly opening the eyes, coming off of the block or cushion. Bringing the arms out to the side, inhaling, reaching the arms up, looking up, exhaling, arms to the side, chin into chest, keeping the spine long on the inhales and exhales. Inhale, reaching up, looking up. Exhaling, arms to the side, chin into chest. Inhale, reaching up, pausing for a moment, looking up at the fingers in a seated sun breath. The Ha of Hatha. And exhaling, arms to the side, chin into chest, pausing for a moment. And then inhaling, raising the arms up by the ears. I am mirroring you. Right palm down, leaning over to the right. Inhale, reaching up. Left palm down, leaning over to the left. Inhale, reaching up. Swaying side to side, linking the breath with the movement at your own pace. And the next time the right palm reaches the earth, lengthen the left side of the body. Press the left sit bone down. Find even more length and lean over to the right, maybe looking up at the fingers, seated crescent moon pose. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, left palm down. Lengthen the right side. Press the right sit bone down. Find length and then lean over to the left. Balancing the sun with the moon. And inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, palms on the knees, rounding the back, chin into chest. Inhaling, shoulders up, back and down, arching the back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, looking up. Exhaling, rounding the back, chin into chest. Inhaling, shoulders up, back and down, arching the back, looking up. And exhaling, rounding the back, chin into chest, pausing for a moment. Seated cat-cow pose. And then inhale, lengthening the spine, bringing the arms up by the ears. Turning to the right, left palm on right thigh, right palm on floor behind. Lengthen the spine, crown to the sky. And then rotating the torso, shoulders, neck, and head last, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, reaching up, turning to the left, palms in place. Lengthen spine, crown to the sky, and rotating, looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, reaching up, turning to the right, lengthening and rotating. And inhale, reaching up, turning to the left, lengthening and rotating. Inhale, reaching up, bring the hands to either side of the hips, legs out in front, a little wider than hip distance apart. Find length in the spine, bring the knees over to the right, turn the head to the left. And then flowing back and forth, side to side, link the breath with the movement, a gentle awakening for the legs, thighs, hips, pelvis, lower back. Wringing out the spine, releasing the neck. And letting that go. Getting ready for walk around the pelvis. Pick a block down near the right foot. Come down the back. Left leg is long, right leg is bent. Take the right heel, place it on the block. Inhaling, press the heel down. Flex the foot, press the heel down and pull back. We're contracting the muscles first, tightening the muscles first. Use your right hand behind the right thigh. We're working on the hamstring muscles, the full set of hamstring muscles, the entire muscle group. Exhale, release, feel it release. Interlock the fingers around the knee or the shin and bring the right knee in towards the right shoulder. Flex the left foot, push out through the heel. Let's do that again. Flex the foot, press down, pull back. Use your hand to feel what's happening. An important part of yoga is being conscious of what's happening in the body, breath, and mind. The fingertips and palm can tell you what's happening with the hamstring muscles. Exhale, release, feel the release. Interlock the fingers around the knee or the shin. Bring the right knee in towards the right shoulder. Flex the left foot, push out through the heel. One more time. Flexing the foot, press down, pull back. Feel what's happening. So the technique we use in contract release is counterintuitive, seems a little bit backwards from what we typically do in yoga. Exhale, release, interlock the fingers around the knee or the shin and bring the right knee into the right shoulder, flex the left foot, push out through the heel, pausing in Apanasana, the downward flow of energy pose. But it turns out if you contract muscles first, we have sensors in the body, the Golgi tendon, which say to the body, okay, after contraction, it's okay to do a safe, deep release, which is what we're doing, deep stretch. And let that go. Walk around the pelvis, the leg is bent for every pose. So bring the leg out to the side, hand on the knee or the inner thigh, left hand on the hip. Adjust where the leg is. You can adjust where the foot is. You can have it in space, you can rest it on the block, you can have it on the floor. Whatever feels right for you today. There's no right or wrong, it's just different. Inhale, knee goes up, palm pulls down. We're working now on the inside of the right thigh, the adductor muscles. Poke around, feel the adductors. And so with the knee bent, we can actually isolate pretty well to the full muscle group. We work only on muscle groups, not individual muscles. Exhale, release, gently pressing the leg towards the earth. Press the left hip down, turn the head, look to the left, keeping the whole left side of the body down. Let's do that again. Inhale, knee goes up, palm pulls down. Our goal in each pose is to get the muscles, the focused muscles, the target muscles to contract. Right now that's the adductors inside the thigh. You'll also notice with the knee bent, we're focused more on the belly, the center of the muscles versus the end points, insertion and origin. Exhale, release, gently pressing the leg down, press the hip down, turn the head, look to the left. One more time. Leg goes up, palm presses down, contracting the muscles. And exhale, release, gently pressing the leg down, press the hip down, turn and look to the left, pausing in a supine half frog pose, Supta Ardha Mandukasana. And then keeping the leg bent, come back on the back. Leg is at 90-90, thigh 90 degree to the earth, shin 90 degree to the thigh. Foot is flexed. Hold behind the thigh. Interlock fingers. We're working on the full set of glutes. So press the foot forward like you're trying to walk on the wall in front of you. Pull back with the hands. Now this pose, because we're in the middle of the room, it's hard to get the glutes to contract. So now use your mind. Focus on the glutes. Get them to contract, to tighten. Exhale, relax all the muscles of the leg, the glutes, the arms, and bring the knee into the chest. Flex the left foot, push out through the heel. Coming back, 90-90. Press the foot forward, hands pulling back. Focus the mind on the full set of glutes, get them to contract. This pose is funny because it's very abstract in the middle of the room, and it's one of the easiest ones if you have something to put your foot against, like a wall or a piece of furniture or a leg press in a gym. Exhale, release. Bring the right knee in towards the right shoulder, flex the left foot, push out through the heel. One more time. Legs at 90-90, foot goes forward, hands pull back, tightening the muscles. Exhale, release, bring the right knee in towards the right shoulder, flex the left foot, push out through the heel. Once again, pausing in Apanasana, downward flow of energy pose. Now keeping the leg bent, bring the right leg over the left, right arm out in a T. Adjust where the leg is, so you can bring the knee closer to the head or further away. But more importantly, adjust where the foot is. It can be dangling in space, rest on a block, rest on the floor, rest on the thigh, or maybe tuck the toes behind the knee. In this pose, which is a multi-group pose, there's no right or wrong, but where the foot is will affect the percentage of the muscle groups that you're working on. So inhale, leg goes up. Palm pulls down, working on the outside of the thigh, outside of the hip, the glute, the lower back, and the outside of the right side of the torso. Exhale, release, gently pressing the leg towards the earth. Turn the head, look at the palm, and effort the right shoulder down. So the more you can turn the head, the more you'll be able to bring the right shoulder down. As you bring the right shoulder down, you're adding on a static stretch up the side of the body, wringing out the spine, all the way up to the upper right quadrant of the torso, front and back. So let's do this one again. Inhale, leg goes up, palm pulls down. Now for the list of muscles. Working on the abductors on the outside of the thigh, IT bands underneath, TFL on the hip, the glute, what else? Lateral obliques on the side of the body, the quadratus lumborum in the lower back. And then exhale, release, bringing the leg down, turn the head, effort the shoulder down, looking at the palm, bringing the stretch up the spine, upper part of the side of the body, serratus muscles, pec major minor in the front, all the way across the back to the rhomboid muscles in between the shoulder blades. One more time. Leg goes up, palm pulls down, contracting the muscles. So we're contracting, tightening, shortening, strengthening, all synonyms for what's happening right now. Exhale, release, pressing the leg down, turning the head, looking at the palm, bring the shoulder down. Now we're lengthening, flexing, stretching, releasing all of the muscles, all the muscle groups that I mentioned. Pausing in a supine twist. And coming back on the back. Left leg's long, right leg's bent, hold behind the thigh, hold behind the leg. You can hold the thigh, maybe the calf shin, maybe the ankle, sole of the foot facing up. Doesn't matter how high up or low the leg is, see if you can get the sole of the foot to face up. You can hold with two hands on the leg or maybe one hand on the foot, either outside or inside. My recommendation for this one is to not use a strap. The hands are a little more effective. Adjust where the leg is. We're all shaped very differently in the hips. Maybe you want it way out to the side, maybe pointing towards the armpit, or maybe pointing to the chest. Find what's right for you. And now inhaling, foot goes up, hands pulled down. So visualize trying to walk on the ceiling and the hand or hands are pulling you back from doing that. We're working on the upper hamstring tendons, the very top of the thigh where it meets the pelvis, the groin, and the glute. The glute's involved in almost all of the walk around the pelvis poses because it's such a big presence in the pelvis. Exhale, relax the legs and glute, and gently bring the knee straight down, sole of the foot still facing up. So we're doing pretty common hatha yoga poses, but adding on a very modern technique called contract release. The scientific name is PMF. Inhale, sole of the foot goes up, hands pulled down. Tighten the muscles first. Sometimes also called facilitated stretching. So since we're doing classic yoga poses, we're also doing a classic breath called the kumbhak. We're inhaling and holding the breath for a few seconds, and now exhale, release, bringing the knee straight down, sole of the foot facing up. Kumbhaka is a breath retention, either breathing in and holding or breathing out and holding. One more time. Foot goes up, hands pulled down. Tightening the muscles first. And then exhale, relaxing the leg, bringing it down. Pausing in half of a happy baby pose. Ardha, half. Ananda, blissful Bala baby asana. Usually said as one word, Ardha Balasana, Ardha Ananda Balasana. Now let that go. Then the left leg, take the right ankle over the left thigh. Right hand through the leg, interlock the fingers around the thigh. If you can reach around the shin, you can do that also. Head stays on the ground the whole time. Inhale, legs go forward, hands pull back, and then effort your right knee towards the wall in front of you, so it's forward, not up. We're focused on the hip flexor muscles underneath the right glute. They run side to side, the glutes run up and down. They're hard to isolate, hard to contract, and hard to sustain. So in this one, if you tighten everything in the glute area, it will include those muscles. The hip flexors are our target muscles, the others are helping. Exhale, release, bring the legs in. Now notice any changes in sensation. And then flex and point the feet, notice any other changes in sensation. And then maybe rocking side to side, head one way, legs the other, and notice any more changes. So this pose I find to be the best one to start to really notice the difference between the target muscle group, the helper muscles that might help us do the contraction. I sometimes call those the pre-muscle groups. And then the muscles that may or may not be affected afterwards, the post muscles. Let's try that again. Inhale, legs go forward, hands pull back, knee goes forward. Working on the hip flexors, maybe add on your mind to contract everything in the area. So try to notice all the helper muscles right now that are contracting. Notice the target muscles, including your arms and hands. What's working right now? And then exhale, release, bring the legs in. Now notice most of the helper muscles sensations have gone away. You still have sensations in the target, but maybe you have some new sensations of add-on post muscles that we're stretching. Flex a point, notice anything there, and rock side to side and notice. So there's the pre-muscles, which include the helper muscles, the target muscles, and the post muscles. One more time. Legs go forward, hands pull back, knee goes forward, focusing on the hip flexors. So we work on full muscle groups. The hip flexor, there's 5 muscles, the most famous of which is the piriformis. A lot of times people only focus on the piriformis, but we're actually working on the full set. Exhale, release, bring the legs in, noticing, flexing and pointing and rocking. And the piriformis gets all of the credit or attention maybe because the sciatic nerve runs either alongside it or in some people actually right through it. And so releasing that muscle, but it's actually all 5 muscles, sometimes helps people with sciatic nerve issues. And let that go. Raise the legs up, flex and point, flex and point. So I'm going to turn diagonally to show you this next one. This is our probably most challenging pose, so don't get frustrated with it. 2 versions. One with legs long. If you're doing legs long, bring the right leg over the left. Keep the legs long. I use my hands to help cross over and then bend the knees. And it doesn't matter where your legs end up. You can hold the knees, shins, ankles, or feet. That's the 2-leg version. The 1-leg version, left leg is on the ground, right hand behind the right knee, left hand on the left foot. In both versions, press the legs away, pull back with the hands, so the hands are offering resistance. You can visualize the feet against the wall in front of you. We're focused on the right hip and glute. You may or may not feel that. It is happening. You might feel both. Hips and glutes might not feel either. It is happening. Exhale, release. In the 1-leg version, right knee comes across the body towards the left shoulder. Right foot towards the earth. Both shoulders stay down. In the 2-leg version, bring the knees into the chest and open the feet out a little wider. In both versions, you can gently rock back and forth. Let's do that again. Inhaling, legs go forward, hands pulling back. In both versions, focus the mind on the right hip and glute. Contracting the muscles first. Exhale, release. In the 2-leg version, knees come in, feet open out. In 1-leg version, right knee goes across towards the left shoulder, right foot towards the earth. Both versions, you can gently rock side to side. Notice any changes in sensation. Come back to the starting point. One more time. Legs go forward, hands pull back. Contracting the muscles. And exhale, release, bringing the knees in, opening the feet out. 2-leg version. 1-leg version, right knee towards the left shoulder, right foot towards the earth, and gently rocking. So in yin, this is called shoelaces. In hatha yoga, it's the leg portion of Gomukhasana, the cow face pose. And raising the legs up, flex and point, flex and point. And bringing the feet down to the mat, open the feet out wide. Maybe to the edges of the mat, maybe you can go off the mat. Find a block and place the block between the knees. Arms are by the side. Press the soles of the feet down into the earth. Squeeze the knees together and rotate the pelvis up, pressing the lower back down. So we're tightening the outside line of the legs all the way up to the hips and very subtly across the top of the pelvis, the SI joint sacrum. A lot of helper muscles involved. Exhale, release. Lighten up on the block. Rotate the pelvis forward. Tailbone stays on the ground, creating a little arch in the lower back. Let's do that again. Squeeze the knees together, rotate the pelvis up, pressing the lower back into the mat, contracting the muscles first. Exhale, release, rotating the pelvis forward, arching the back, lightening up on the block. One more time. Press the soles of the feet down, squeeze the knees together, rotate the pelvis up, press the lower the lower back into the mat, contracting, and exhale, release, rotate the pelvis forward, lighten up on the block, arching the back. We'll take the block out. Roll onto your left side. So legs are again at 90-90. You can have your head on your hand or head on the upper arm, or you could be on your forearm, whatever is most comfortable for you. Take the block between the knees. Now squeeze the knees together, flex the right foot, the top foot. It's important that it's flexed. Keep squeezing the knees together and raise the foot up. We're once again tightening the muscles on the outside line of the leg, all the way up the leg, across the hip, and then across the pelvis, and very subtly. You may or may not feel it. You can use your hand to touch your SI joint sacral area. We're contracting the muscles. Exhale, release. Keep your hand on that area. As you bring the knee up, you might notice the release. I notice the release more than the contraction, but it is happening. Let's do that again. Squeeze the knees together. Flex the foot. The flexion is the really important part of making this happen. Keep squeezing together as you raise the leg up, contracting the muscles up the side of the sideline of the leg to the SI joint sacrum. Exhale, release, raising the knee up. And one more time. Squeeze the knees together. Flex the foot. Raise the foot up. Contracting the muscles. Exhale, release, feet together. Raising the knee up. In a clam pose. And then putting the block to the side. Keep the leg bent. Hold on to the shin, ankle, or foot. Bottom leg can stay where it is, or if you want to stretch out for a little more balance, that's okay too. We're going to work on the front of the thigh, the quadricep muscles. Inhale, the knee goes forward, foot goes out. Hand pulls back. It's a little abstract. Keep pressing the knee forward, foot out, hand pulls back. Contracting the front of the thigh, the quadriceps. You can use your mind to help make that contraction happen. The knee and the foot are actively pressing away as the hand pulls back. And then exhale, relax the leg muscles, bring the heel a little closer to the glute, and then bring the top leg back. Find your challenge point of sensation. Bringing the leg back. Releasing and lengthening the front of the thigh. Depending on how far back you go, you might start to feel also the front of the pelvis and lower back. That's the psoas. Let's do that again. Knee goes forward, foot goes out, hand pulls back. Knee and foot are actively pressing away. Hand is actually actively pulling back, tightening the muscles. Exhale, release, bring the heel in, bringing the leg back. And one more time. Knee goes forward, foot goes out, hand pulls back. Contracting. exhale, release, bringing the heel in, bringing the leg back, pausing for a moment. Sometimes this is called a supine side dancer pose. Dance is usually done as a standing balance pose. And letting that go. Come back on the back. Set up for the other side. So place the block down near the left foot. Flex the foot. Take a moment to adjust where the heel is. You put your hand behind the thigh and press down and maybe come a little closer, maybe go a little further away. We tend to actually be a little too close. A little further away can help us get more contraction. If you go too far away, you'll start to lose it again. So find a place that's right for you. And then press down, pull back, feel what's happening in the hamstring muscles. Get them to contract. Full set. If you poke around, you can really feel the different muscles. Again, we only work at the muscle group level in this class. Exhale, release. Interlock the fingers around the knee of the shin and bring the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Flex the right foot, push out through the heel. Do that again. Flex the foot, press down, pull back. Contracting the hamstring muscles. Exhale, release, interlock the fingers, bring the left knee into the left shoulder, flex the right foot, push out through the heel. So in some of the poses like this one, you can just physically manipulate the body to get the muscles to contract. You can always add on the mind to increase the contraction. The truth is, let's do that again. Flex the foot, press down, pull back, tighten. You only need about 10% of your strength to make the technique work. But the more you put in, the more you'll get out. The 10% really is just fine. And then exhale, release, interlock the fingers, bring the left knee in towards the left shoulder, flex the right foot, push out through the heel. But it is important to do the contraction. Don't cheat yourself and not do a contraction. The contraction is kind of the magic that makes it happen. And it turns out this whole system is based on 2 Nobel Prizes over the past 100 years, and then a concerted effort to create a protocol in the 1950s to use it. And then bring the leg out to the side. Knee is still bent. Hand on the knee or the thigh, right hand on the hip. Adjust where the leg is, adjust where the foot is. Again, it could be in space or on a block or on the floor, whatever's right for you. Inhale, leg goes up, palm pulls down. Contracting the muscles inside the left thigh, adductor muscles. Exhale, release, gently pressing the leg down, press the hip down, turn the head and look to the right. Inhaling, leg goes up, palm pulls down, tightening the muscles. Exhale, release, gently pressing the leg down, press the hip down, turn the head, look to the right, keep the right side of the body down. One more time. Leg goes up, hand pulls down, tightening. And exhale, release, bringing the leg down, keeping the hip down, turning the head, pausing in the supine half rock pose, Supta Ardha Mandakasana. Keeping the leg back. Coming back on the back, leg is at 90-90, interlock the fingers around the thigh. Foot is flexed. Press the foot forward, trying to walk on the wall in front of you. Pull back with the hands. Focus the mind on the full set of left glutes. Get them to tighten. So when you're doing that, you probably will notice other muscles might be contracting too. That's okay. That's probably the single biggest question I get is that we have the target muscles right now. It's the glutes. Exhale, release, bring the knee in. Flex the right foot, push out through the heel. We have our target muscle, whatever it is, whatever pose we're working on. How come I'm feeling other things? And that's because there's the difference between the helper muscles, the pre-muscles, the target, and the post muscles. And it's good. It's fine. And noticing it helps you really embody what's happening. Come back to the starting point. Flex the foot, push forward, pull back. Use the mind. Tighten the glute muscles. And its helpers. And bystanders. So sometimes they're helpers, sometimes they're bystanders that get contracted. And exhale, release, bringing the left knee into the left shoulder, flex the right foot, push out through the heel. Let's do this one more time. Push forward, pull back, contracting. And exhale, release, bringing the knee in, flexing the foot, push out through the heel. Pausing once again in Apanasana, downward flow of energy pose. Keeping the leg bent. Bring the left leg over the right. Left arm is out in the T. The right hand is on the leg. So this one is important to adjust the leg. Maybe the knee comes closer to the head or further away, but the really important part is where is the foot? In space, on the floor, on the block, on the thigh, behind the knee. No right or wrong. It just changes your focal muscle groups. Inhale, leg goes up, hand pulls down. So no matter where the foot is, you'll be working all the muscle groups that we mentioned earlier, but the percentage of each will change depending on where the foot is. So exhale, release, bringing the leg down, turn the head, look at the palm, efforting the left shoulder down. Inhaling, leg goes up, hand pulls down. This is probably our pose that has the most muscle groups at once. Outside the thigh, hip, glute, lower back, torso. Exhale, release, bringing the leg down, upper torso, upper part of the chest, the back, across the back. Keeping efforting the left shoulder and the leg towards the earth. One more time. Leg goes up, hand pulls down, tightening. And exhale, release, bringing the leg down, turning the head, looking at the palm, pausing in a supine twist. And coming back on the back. Right leg is long, raise the left leg up, knee is bent. Hold behind the leg. Thigh, calf, shin, ankles. Or maybe with two hands, or maybe the foot with one hand. It doesn't really matter where you're holding. Knee is bent, sole of the foot is up. Yeah, and then adjust where the leg is so that the knee is pointing either way out to the side, to the armpit or the chest, whatever's most comfortable for you. Inhale, foot goes up, hand or hands pulled down. Sole of the foot's facing up. Contracting the muscles, working on the upper hamstring tendon, groin, on the target, the glutes coming along for the ride. Exhale, relax. Bring the knee straight down, sole of the foot still facing straight up. Inhaling. Foot going up like it's trying to walk on the ceiling. Hand or hands are pulling down. Tightening the muscles first. Exhale, release. Knee comes straight down, sole of the foot facing up. Everybody can turn their head to the right. Keep the right side of the body down. If your right hand's available, you can also press the right hip down. One more time. Foot goes up, hand pulls down. Contracting the muscles. And exhale, release, bringing the knee down, sole of the foot facing straight up, keeping the right side of the body down, pausing in Ardha Ananda Malasana. Half of a blissful baby pose. And bending the leg, crossing the ankle over. Left hand coming through the leg, interlock fingers around the thigh or reach for the shin. Head stays on the ground the whole time. Inhaling, legs go forward, hands pull back, knee goes forward, so it's forward, not up. Tightening the hip flexor muscles underneath the left glute. You can add on the mind to help the contraction, using a lot of helper muscles. Notice what's happening. Exhale, release. Bringing the legs in. Notice what's happening. Rocking. Notice what's happening. And flexing and pointing. Does that change what's happening? Coming back to center. Inhale, legs go forward, hands pull back, knee goes forward, contracting. So this pose is the same as an upside down pigeon pose. And for people who have knee issues in pigeon, this is actually a much better pose to do the same, have the same target muscle group. Exhale, release, bringing the legs in, pause it, notice. And rocking side to side. And if you practice this pose instead of pigeon or occasionally in addition to pigeon, using the PNF or contract release technique actually will take you deeper into those muscle groups than pigeon does. Without this torquing of the knee. One more time. Legs go forward, hands pull back, knee goes forward. Tightening the hip flexor muscles. And exhale, release, bringing the legs in, rocking and rolling, flexing and pointing in the figure four pose. Letting that go, raising the legs up, flex and point, flex and point. And then two-legged option. Left leg crosses over the right. Do it with the legs long. And then bend the knees. Hands on the knees, shins, ankles, or feet. One-legged option, right leg is long, left hand behind the knee, right hand on the foot. Both options. Press the legs away, hands pull back. So the hands are acting like the wall. Imagine the feet against the wall in front of you. Focus the mind on the left hip and glute. You may or may not feel it. You might feel it in both hips and glutes, but it is happening. Exhale, release, bring the left knee across the body in the one-leg option towards the right shoulder, left foot towards the earth. Two-leg option, Bring the knees in and open the feet out wider. In both options, gently rocking side to side. So coming back to the starting position. Inhale. Leg or legs go forward. Contracting the muscles. Focus on the left hip and glute. Exhale, release. Two-legged option. Knees come in, feet open out. One-legged option. Left knee towards the right shoulder. Left foot towards the earth. Both options gently rocking. Coming back to the starting point. Legs go forward, hands pull back. Tightening the muscles. Exhale, release. Bring the knees in. Two-leg option. One-leg option. Left knee towards right shoulder. And gently rocking side to side. Shoelaces or Gomukhasana, cow face posed legs. And raising the arms, legs up, flex and point, flex and point. And bringing the legs down. Bring the feet to the edges of the mat. Arms out to the side, knees are bent. Bring the knees over to the right, turn the head to the left palm is up, right palm is down. Inhale, knees up, switch the palms. Knees to the left, head turns to the right. Inhaling up, switch the palms. Knees to the right, head to the left. Inhaling up, switch the palms. Knees to the left, head to the right. Now this time bring the knees over to the right, turn the head to the left, look at the left palm. Take the right foot, rest it on the outside of the left thigh. Hook it on the thigh and then completely release and relax the right leg, allowing it to be dead weight, getting a rotational twist into the left hip socket. Turning the head, looking at the left palm. Taking a few breaths. And bringing the right foot back to the right edge of the mat. Knees come over to the left. Flip the palms, turn the head to the right. Left foot resting on the outside of the right thigh. Hook the foot on and then release and relax the left leg. Let it hang as dead weight, getting a rotational twist into the right hip socket. And letting that go. Come on to the right side. Legs are at 90-90. Find your block. Place it between the knees. Squeeze the knees together. Flex the left top foot. Raise the foot up. Keep squeezing the knees together. Contracting muscles up the outside line of the leg. Those are the target muscles. Across the back, SI joint sacrum. You can poke around, feel what's happening. Exhale, release. Bring the feet together. Raise the knee up. So this is called the clam. Inhaling, squeeze the knees together, flex the foot, raising the foot up. Contracting the muscles. So again, you may or may not notice every aspect. You might notice the muscles on the outside line of the leg and hip and glute contracting, but maybe not getting all the way across to the SI joint sacrum. Raise the knee up, release. All is good. One more time, squeezing the knees together. Flex the foot, keep squeezing together, raise the foot up. So what's interesting about this particular pose is when I stretch people one-on-one, bringing the knee up, they really almost always feel it pretty intensely, but it's hard to do by yourself, abstractly in the room. Raise the knee up. All the poses have different characteristics about what we can do either by ourselves or one-on-one with a teacher or therapist. Hold on to the shin, ankle, or foot. We're going to work on the front of the thigh. Bottom leg can stay where it is, or moving around for comfort and balance. Inhale, the knee goes forward, foot goes out, hand pulls back, so I was exaggerating. Tightening the muscles first. Front of the thigh, quadriceps. You can bring your mind to help the contraction happen. Exhale, release, bring the heel closer to the glute and bring the top leg back behind the bottom. So you might notice so our target is the quadricep muscles. The quadriceps are related to the psoas muscle in a lot of ways, which you might be feeling a little bit from the front of the pelvis and lower back. Let's do that again. Knee goes forward, foot goes out, hand pulls back. Tightening the muscles first. The psoas is actually very hard to work on by yourself. Contracting the muscles first. Exhale, release, bringing the heel in, bringing the leg back. Find your challenge point of sensation. Coming back, noticing what's happening, the front line of the left leg and pelvis. And one more time. Knee goes forward, foot goes out, hand pulls back. Contracting the muscles. So as you noticed and walk around the pelvis, we pretty much did every muscle in and around, above and below the pelvis. Contracting the muscles, front, back, sides, and inside. And letting that go, heel in, bringing the leg back, pausing for a moment. And letting that go. Coming up to sit. Do a seated version of Dasha Chalana. The 10 turnings, just undoing and loosening up the joints. Dasha Chalana is about the joints. Interlock the fingers, bring the forearms together, raise the elbows up, and rotate the wrists. First in one direction, and in the other. Dasha is 10, Chalana is churning, like we're churning the butter in the joints. Warming it up, expanding, making it more mobile and getting some fluidity now. The shoulders, first in one direction. And in the other. Placing the hands on the knees, rotating the torso. Make it luxurious. Move the body, move the shoulders, maybe adding a cat-cow, arching and rounding. And in the other direction. And letting that go. Raise the left arm up. Bring the arm up overhead, fingertips touching the temple area on the right side of the head. Keep the spine long. So we're going to do contract release for the neck muscles. So inhaling, press the head to the right, fingers are offering resistance to the left. Tightening the muscles first. And then exhale, release. Gently bringing the left ear towards the left shoulder. If you Release the right arm. Just let it hang heavy. Right shoulder drooping down, helping you to lengthen out the right side of the neck. Spine stays long. Keeping the head where it is. Inhale, head goes to the right. Fingers are offering resistance to the left. Contracting the muscles. And then exhale, release. Gently bringing the ear a little closer to the shoulder. Let the right arm hang heavy. Now leaving the head where it is, take the fingers to either side of the head, lift it up, place it back on the shoulders, close the eyes, rest the hands on the thighs. Notice the difference from the left to the right, and front to the back. Raising the right arm up, fingertips on the left side of the head, spine stays long. Head goes to the left, fingers are offering resistance to the right. Contracting the muscles first. Exhale, release, gently bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. Let the left arm hang heavy. Let the shoulder droop down. Keep the spine long. Keep the head where it is. Press the head to the left, fingers to the right. Tightening the muscles. And exhale, release. Gently bring the ear a little closer to the shoulder. Let the left arm hang heavy, lengthening out the left side of the neck. And then leave the head where it is. Pick the head up, place it back on the shoulders, close the eyes, rest the hands on the thighs. Noticing the balanced left to right head and neck. One last neck stretch. Bring the fingers to the back of the head. Spine is long. Press the head back. Tightening the muscles in the back of the neck. Exhale, release. Keep the spine long. Very gently bringing the chin a little closer to the chest. A little bit of weight from the fingertips, not a lot. Spine stays long. From that position, inhale. Head goes back, fingers offering a wall of resistance, contracting the muscles in the back of the neck. And exhale, release, spine stays long, chin coming a little closer to the chest, a little bit of weight from the fingers. And then, leaving the head where it is, pick the head up, place it back on the shoulders, close the eyes, rest the hands on the thighs, fully integrated and balanced neck and head. And open the eyes, gently circle, releasing any less tension, finishing off the Dasha Chalana 10 churnings. And in the other direction. Pause at the center, keep the spine long, shoulders in place, and gently turn the head side to side, a slow no. Pause at the center, and a slow yes. Come back to center, and one more time, circle. And the other way. And let that go. Find your strap. Holding onto the strap, fists pointing down. Pull the strap apart. We're going to do a very slow version of contract release. Keep pulling apart. Arms are long, spine is long. Keep pulling apart and start to raise the arms up. So we're building up a lot of tension in the muscles. Up and down the arms, the chest, the back, coming all the way up. Keep pulling apart. We're going to go back down the front. Keep pulling apart. Keep pulling apart. As you come down, start to press the fists away. Puff the shoulder blades out a bit. You're caving in the chest just slightly. So we're lengthening the muscles in the back. Releasing in the front. Just keep pulling apart. Come back up. Keep puffing the shoulder blades out. Keep pulling apart. The tension will build up. The muscles will start to shake. That's a good thing. Creating a lot of tension, a lot of contraction. Coming all the way up, and then pause at the top. We're going to go down the back, which probably means you need to open up a little bit wider. And start to come down the back. Arms are long, but now puff out the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. As the strap gets to the height of the top of the shoulder blades, massage it. Pulling the shoulder blades together, puffing out the chest. So now we're stretching the front and releasing the back. Come further down to the bottom of the shoulder blades. Massage that. Come back up, top of the shoulder blades. And all the way up. Now let that go. So come down on the back. Holding onto the strap. Take the strap around the ball of the foot. Hold on with two hands. Actually, I'm going to move. Hold on with two hands. And then come down on the back. The left leg is either lengthened out on the floor. If you're having any discomfort in the lower back, you can bend the left leg. If you don't have discomfort though, I would lengthen the leg out. Holding the strap with two hands. Hold the strap separately with two hands. Strap's on the ball of the foot, as high up on the foot as it can go without slipping off. It doesn't matter where you're holding the strap. It doesn't matter where the leg is, but keep the leg straight but not locked. Inhale, flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull down on the strap. So we're using the strap as a tool to go deeper into the contraction. A little different than using it for the flexion, for the stretching. So we're using it to help us contract. Tightening the muscles, the back line of the leg. We're actually starting at the ball of the foot, all the way up the back of the leg. Exhale, release. And then bring the leg up. Only go as far as the leg will stay straight. So in this one, the minute you bend the knee, you're coming out of the full line stretch. Only go as far as the leg will stay straight. Flex the left foot, push out through the heel. Let's do that again. Flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull on the strap. So the strap is parallel to the leg. You're aiming your hands at the lower abdomen, belly button or below. If you aim for the belly button, you're doing fine. Contracting the back line of the leg. So this is mostly hamstring, but it's actually all of the muscles. The back line of the foot, leg, glute, right up into the lower back. Exhale, relax the muscles, bring the leg up. Only go as far as the leg will stay straight. Flex the left foot. Push out through the heel. Do that one more time. So we're doing contract release. So it's a slightly different technique than you typically see this pose done in. Flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull on the strap. As you've noticed, the flexion of the foot is helping us to go much deeper into the contraction of the back line of the leg. Exhale, release, bringing the leg up, only going as far as the leg will stay straight. Flex the left foot, push out through the heel. And letting that go. Take the strap in the right hand and bring the leg out to the right. Left hand is on the left hip, keeping the left side of the body down. So same guidance. It doesn't matter where the leg is, how close to the floor, how close to the head. It doesn't matter where it is. Find a place where you can have the leg straight. Now flex the foot, pull in on the strap, aim for the lower abdomen. We're working on the inside line of the leg, but now that the leg is long, that also includes the hamstring, some of the hamstring muscles. Our focus is the adductors, the inside of the leg. You can poke around and notice what's happening. But all of these will involve the hamstring. Exhale, release. You can wiggle and shake in for the release to really release, but then come back to a straight leg and bring the leg up towards the head. Only go as far as the leg will stay straight. Turn the head. Look to the left, press the left hip down, keeping the left side of the body down. Let that go, back to the starting point. Inhale, flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull in on the strap. Tightening the inside line of the leg. Exhale, release. You can wiggle and shake. Come back to a straight leg and bring the leg up towards the head. Turn and look to the left. So try not to be tempted to bend the knee. The minute you bend the knee, you're coming out of the stretch. One more time. Flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull in on the strap. Contracting. And exhale, release, bringing the leg up towards the head, turning and looking to the left. And letting that go, bring the leg up and over. Straps in the left hand, right arm is out in the T. So this third one, most people find to be the most challenging of the three. Don't get frustrated. Same guidance. Find a place where the leg can be long and without bending the knee. Doesn't matter how high up or how close to the head, find that place for yourself. Flex the foot, pull in towards the lower abdomen. Contracting the muscles first. This is the outside line of the leg and hip. Exhale, release. You can wiggle and shake to really release. Come back to a straight leg and bring the leg up towards the head. Turn and look at the right palm, effort the right shoulder down. Come back to the starting point. Flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull in on the strap, contracting. And exhale, release. Bring the leg up towards the head, turning and looking to the right. So with the strap and the full length of the leg, you'll notice different sensations, come back to the starting point, than we did with the walk around the pelvis. This is much more isolated to the outside of the thigh and the hip. One more time. Flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull in on the strap. And also this involves the hamstrings. Walk around the pelvis. Because the knee was bent, the hamstrings were not involved. And exhale, release. You can wiggle and shake. Come back to a straight leg and bring the leg up towards the head. Turning, looking at the right palm. And letting that go. Switching legs. So again, right leg is long. Hold the strap with two hands. For the first one, it's much more effective with two hands. If you're having any lower back sensations, you can bend the right leg. Otherwise, I would lengthen the leg out. Left leg is long. Flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull down on the strap. The further up towards the toes the strap is, the deeper the flexion you'll get with the help of the strap. Aiming for the lower abdomen. Exhale, release. Bringing the leg up towards the head. Only go as far as the leg will stay straight. Flex the right foot, push out through the heel. Coming back to the starting point. Inhale. Flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull down on the strap. Strap is parallel to the leg, helping you go deeper into the flexion and the contraction of the full back line of the left leg, glute, and even lower back. Exhale, release. Bringing the leg up towards the head, keeping it straight. One more time. Flexing the foot, pushing out the heel, pulling down on the strap, contracting. And exhale, release, bringing the leg up towards the head, flexing the right foot, pushing out through the heel. And then taking the strap in the left hand, bring the leg out to the left. Right arm is out in the T. Or right palm is on the right hip. Flex the left foot, push out through the heel, pull in on the strap. It doesn't matter where you're holding the strap. It doesn't matter where the leg is. Find a place that you can keep it straight. Not locked, but straight. Exhale, release, wiggle and shake. Get a good release. Come back to a straight leg and bring the leg up towards the head. Keeping the right side of the body down, looking to the right. Let that go a bit. Flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull in on the strap, contracting. Exhale, release, bringing the leg up towards the head, flexing the foot, pushing out through the heel, turning and looking to the right. One more time. Flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull into the belly, contracting the inside line of the leg, mostly adductor, one big hamstring. Exhale, release, bringing the leg up towards the head, keeping the right side of the body down. Letting that go, bring the leg up and over. Straps in the right hand. It doesn't matter where the leg is, how close to the floor, how close to the head. Find a place where you can keep the leg straight. It also doesn't matter where you're holding on the strap. Flex the foot, push out through the heel, pull in on the strap. Aim for the lower abdomen. Tighten the muscles. Outside line of the leg, abductor, IT band underneath, TFL, and glute mostly. Exhale, release, wiggle and shake. Bring the leg up towards the head. Only go as far as the leg will stay straight. Turn the head. Look to the left. Keep the left shoulder down. Come back to the starting position. Flex the foot. Push out through the heel. Pull in on the strap. Contracting. Exhale. Exhale, release, bringing the leg up towards the head, turning and looking to the left. Again, most people find this to be the most challenging. Don't be tempted to bend the knee. You won't get anywhere if you do that. You're much better off not going as far, but keeping the leg straight. Come back to the starting point. One more time. You can wiggle and shake to release. Flex the foot, push in, pull in towards the lower abdomen, contracting. And then exhale, bringing the leg up towards the head, turning, looking to the left. Pausing. This series is sometimes called Supta Eka Pada Angustasana, supine 1 foot big toe pose. And letting that go. Taking the strap off, bringing the knees in, and rocking side to side. Head goes one way, knees go the other. So this is a great universal release, by the way, for a few muscle groups. The more you bring the knees in, the more you can release the quadricep and psoas in particular. Rocking side to side wrings out the spine. If you move your head in the opposite direction, you can release the neck, and you get a nice massage at the lower back. Raise the legs up. Arms by the side. Squeeze the legs together. Point the toes. Squeeze the feet together. Contract all the muscles you can in the feet and the legs. Exhale, release. Open the knees out wide, soles of the feet pressing together as the heels come down. I'm going to turn sideways. So we'll raise the legs up. Squeeze the legs together, point the toes. So this is sometimes called flying butterfly, but we're adding on contract release. We're contracting the muscles right now, up and down. Our target's the inside line, but you'll notice all the helper muscles. Exhale, release, open the knees out wide, squeeze the soles of the feet together as the heels come straight down. One more time. Lengthen the legs, squeeze the legs together. Point the toes, squeeze together. And then exhale, squeeze the soles of the feet together, knees coming out wide. Then raise the arms up, grab onto the feet. So this is a supine butterfly or Baddha Konasana pose. Inhale, press the feet away, arms along, press the knees out. So you're squeezing the soles of the feet together, pressing the feet out. Contracting the muscles on the inside line of the legs and groin. Exhale, release. Bring the feet in towards the chest. Use the forearms and elbows to open the legs out a little wider. Do that again. Press the feet away against the hands. Hands are pulling back. Knees are out wide. Squeeze the soles of the feet together, contracting. Exhale, release. Bring the feet in, opening the legs out a little wider. And one more time. Pressing away, pulling back, squeeze the feet together, contracting the muscles. And exhale, release, bringing the feet in, opening the legs out, pausing in a supine butterfly or a Baddha Konasana bound angle pose. And letting that go. Raise the legs up, flex and point, flex and point. So in this class, it's nice to do a Shavasana, either staying on the ground with the feet out to the corners of the mat, arms out to the side, or bringing the legs up on a chair or on the wall. Take a moment to decide. Have something supporting the legs though, not just straight up in the middle of the room, either against the wall or a chair or against the floor. If you're going up against the wall, I can't really demonstrate, I don't have enough room to demonstrate, but you can bring the hip right up against the wall and then rotate the legs up so that the sit bones are as close to the wall of the chair as you're comfortable going. If you're at the base of a chair, you can rest the calves on the seat of the chair. If the chair has arms, you can open the legs out wide, hooking onto the arms. If you're at the back of the chair, maybe the heels onto the back. If you're against the wall, legs can be straight up or open out wide for a great gravity-based interior leg stretch. If that becomes too much, you can bring the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana against the wall. All are great options. Pick your option, and then bring the arms out to the side, palms up. Tuck the chin gently into the chest, lengthening the spine. Closing the eyes for relaxation. Relax the head. The head is relaxing. Relax the shoulders. The shoulders are relaxing. Relax the back. The back is relaxing. Relax the chest. The chest is relaxing. Relax the belly. The belly is relaxing. Relax the hips. The hips are relaxing. Relax the thighs. The thighs are relaxing. Relax the arms. The arms are relaxing. Relax the hands. The hands are relaxing. Relax the legs. The legs are relaxing. Relax the feet. The feet are relaxing. Relax the whole body. The whole body is relaxing. Slowly come back to normal breathing. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Bring the arms overhead, legs back together, big stretch from the hands to the feet. Bring the knees into the chest and roll to the right side. When you're ready, come up into a nice, easy sitting position. Opening the eyes. Namaste, everyone. Great to see you. Enjoy the day. And I will see you next time.
Well, what's tonight?